Welcome to Sounding Board, a presentation of Seroptimist International of Novato, whose mission it is to improve the lives of girls and women both locally and globally. Sounding Board is produced, crewed, directed, and moderated completely by members of Seroptimist International of Novato. I'm Freda Kaplan, and it's my pleasure to have as my guest, or one of my guests, Helga Hallgrim. Welcome to our program, Helga.
Thank you.
And welcome to your friends, Linda and Georgia.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you aware that people are dancing the polka right here in Marin and Sonoma? Our guest tonight will teach us about polka dancing, and you'll probably come away much more knowledgeable about it. So, Helga, where can we find people dancing the polka?
Up in Sonoma.
And do both men and women do it?
Yes.
So you usually have men partners?
Absolutely. We couldn't do it without men. We have to have them.
Okay, that's good to know.
It's no fun dancing with ladies.
True.
That's how.
And where in Sonoma do you do this?
Right now it's at the Moose Club, and it's on Broadway. But before that, we used to have a place called Little Switzerland. And that place was open for over 100 years, and I managed to go there for almost 40 years. And my friends have been going there also.
I'm celebrating my 50th year of coming here. 1984, I met my second husband here, and we come here almost every Sunday on a regular basis.
How many people usually go to the dances there?
I would guess anywhere from 70 to 80. I mean 70 to 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the ages of the people?
Anywhere from 40 to 95.
Or even younger. We have some,
And
a few younger ones, 25-ish, 30.
Are more people starting to do the polka now, or is it something that you would like to see more people join?
Absolutely more. We need a lot of young people. We're an aging group, and we're needing somebody to come up and keep the tradition going.
Well, that's good to know about, yeah.
And for me, the tradition has been in my family since my grandmother used to go to Little Switzerland and dance, and then my parents, and then I did, and my kids have been there.
Oh,
and
that's
hopefully soon
wonderful.
grandkids will be.
Very nice. And are there live bands there? Is that
Yes.
always?
That we have like 3 or 4 different bands that rotate through.
And what kinds of instruments? Are there accordions among them?
Better believe it.
Yeah. What are some other typical instruments?
Clarinet, so they can do the clarinet polka.
Drums.
And drums, guitar, keyboard, even maracas sometimes. Yeah.
And do they have snacks or refreshments there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And when it's a birthday for anybody, we celebrate. Usually they bring a birthday cake in, and we celebrate with the band.
Oh,
with
nice.
the people. They bring a cake down and have a party.
At a typical dance, how long does it go on?
Right now it's from 4 till 8.
Wow, 4 hours you do
Yes.
this.
Yes.
What energy you've got, what stamina. This is impressive.
Well, we have family there. It's like a family to us. We know everybody there, and we've been dancing with most of these people for decades.
And Linda as a child.
And they do give us a break. They take a break.
Okay.
Yeah. Not 4 hours straight.
Oh, okay. That's
Maybe
good to
10
know.
minutes each hour.
Still, that's a lot of energy that you're
Yes,
using.
it is.
And I really want to ask you about the clothing. I guess that this isn't what you usually wear to the dances. Is that correct?
Basically it is.
It is.
When there's an Oktoberfest or some other kind of thing, a lot of people wear the traditional dirndl dress and, you know, the white tights and that kind of thing with a little apron. So the traditional does come into it several times a year.
Yeah. However, we have one guy that comes and he wears his, what do they call those short?
Lederhosen? The lederhosen?
Yeah, yeah.
Really? And he can dance in that.
Oh, yeah.
And we have one gentleman that wears a kilt quite often.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this is a very international set.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
All different nationalities.
Exactly.
Well, I've read that it's popular all over the world, that it's in Europe, in Scandinavia, in South America, Mexico, and of course here in America, and Ireland, so that maybe Scotland too.
Yeah, we have what, Swedish, Polish,
We
German,
have all nationalities there. Yes.
and Helga's
Icelandic.
Icelandic.
Oh, yes. Did you learn the polka in Iceland?
Yes.
And you've been doing it ever since?
Yes, actually, since I was like 17, 18 years old.
And is it the same in Iceland as here, the dance?
Yes. But we don't dance the Polish polka in Iceland, so I had to learn that once I was here. And it only took me 2 years to learn.
So what kind of polka do they dance in Iceland?
They do the German one that you slide back and forth, but the Polish polka, it's, you know, you
It's a
jump.
hop.
It's a hop.
I see. So that's
And
the
to
difference.
get that little step wasn't easy for me, but it was easier for them.
But
So-
we had a lot of dancing, though.
You mostly do the Polish polka then here.
We started off doing the German polka years ago, and then it pretty quickly changed to Polish polka.
There are some men, though, that still dance the old way.
I see.
They haven't gotten that little step.
Ah, yes, they're grounded. Speaking of international, I understand the word polka is a Czech word, and that the dance started in Bohemia in 1830. So it's been around a while, and it's spread to Middle Europe and then to the States. And especially when the Polish people came over after World War II, I read that it really became popular here.
It's
So-
interesting to me because I had not been around a lot of different nationalities, so I couldn't even understand some of them when I first started going over there, including Helga.
Well, the one or maybe two people that I'm familiar with, and that perhaps a lot of people know when they think of polka, would be Lawrence Welk
Yes.
and Al Yankovic. And so they do which kind of polka, or what did they play?
Well, Frankie Yankovic does a regular
that's
polka.
right,
He's the standard one. Al Yankovic does parodies on polka and melds modern day rock and roll or rap, whatever. He turns into polka medleys that are
I see.
quite comical.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think on Lawrence Welk, he did start off with the German because he was German.
Oh,
And he had that for many, many years. And then when Bobby and Sissy and all his partners came in, then they do the same ones we do, which is updated and beautiful.
how did you get started with the polka?
Actually, I think from my friend, her mom, which was my friend.
Oh,
And we, in those days, we had all of us couples that used to get together and we'd go over there to Little Switzerland, which it was at that time in the 60s and 70s. And so it just, you know, we did all kinds of dancing over there at the time too, as well as polka, which we still do. We still do other dances.
Oh.
So if
And
anybody thinks they just have to polka, that's
Right,
not
there
true.
are other dances. They do
I see.
cha-cha there, swing, waltz,
Yeah.
pretty much all the ballroom dances. And we even do a line dance and a Greek circle dance
Right.
and a, what's the polo from? Slovenia, I think.
It's
the Slavic
where
countries.
to make sure they get everybody dancing. They get everybody out, and the women are in the center, the men are on the outside, and they blow or change the music to where you
For a
move on
mixer.
to the men move on to the other
Oh,
women and
nice,
so
a
forth.
mixer,
So that's
yeah.
a good mixer,
that's a good idea.
and everybody, almost everybody there does it. Very few that do not.
Wow.
And we even have 90-year-olds, believe it or not, and they can dance.
90 plus.
90 plus, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my heavens, that's amazing.
They keep themselves young, I have to
Yeah,
tell you. They're
yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
amazing.
Some of them you wouldn't even believe their age, because we've had people come over and they'd find out and they'd say, I can't believe he's that age.
So it keeps you moving. It
keeps
gives
you
you
moving.
energy. That's
Exactly.
wonderful.
Best, I think it's the best exercise you can get because you're using your whole body,
Yeah.
everything.
I think it would be
great.
probably fair to say the three of us are addicted.
That's fair to say.
How often do you do it?
Once a week.
Every Sunday.
And what do you get out of it besides good exercise?
Wonderful friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are all like family there. If somebody gets hurt, or has anything wrong, we all feel it.
And we celebrate together.
And we celebrate when it's,
A family group.
yeah,
That's nice. That's great.
it really is.
However, we need more people to come into the family. So
And do young people come? About how young?
That's what we like to get.
yeah.
we have a couple there they're probably in their 30s at the most, and they are amazing. We just watch them with our eyes, our mouth open, because they're just so energetic and
Yeah,
creative and beautiful dancers.
yeah, they are.
Well, I heard an interesting thing before. You mentioned that the Milwaukee Brewers and the Bucks play for the seventh inning stretch, and the halftime they play the beer barrel polka, because Milwaukee, that must be the local dance there.
I would imagine.
That's
yes.
pretty amusing. Yeah, the beer barrel polka is a.
I wonder if
all-time
they have people
favorite.
polkaing in the aisles on seventh inning stretch.
Well, yeah, like you said earlier when we were in, you said you put the music on. You have to, you feel
Yeah.
it. You just can't be still.
That's true.
Yeah.
The polka just gets into you and starts
It
your feet
does.
moving.
Right.
Well, shall we dance some polka?
I think we should.
That's great.
Yes, of course.
I'd like to thank everyone for watching our show, and I'd also like to thank our guests, Helga, Linda, and Georgia, for coming here and dancing with us and talking about the polka. And I encourage anyone to start learning and join in the fun. It sounds like it's not only good exercise, but a whole lot of fun. And I'd also like to thank the crew here at Novato Public Access Television, NPAT. Thank Rick Tucker and Leon Johnson and the Seroptimus crew. Everyone makes this show possible. Thank you.